Good morning, everyone. Here's an update on my JBJ 45 gallon tank. As you can see, things have changed considerably. I'm mainly talking about water flow. One of the things that we never talk about in doing the video is when we set up our tanks and noticing the water flow. Right now I have a Vortec MP10 sitting in the back of the tank on the right hand side. As you can see, I got my clown floating around there, and then we go around to the front of the tank, and my new additions is I got a frag rack right there, as you can see, and then I have an anemone, and he has moved a little bit. We got him yesterday. He has moved a little bit, but when I first got him, hold on for a second, guys. Here's my other Vortec, which is at the front of the tank on the left hand side. So if you look, you see one on the left and the other one on the back in the background. And right now the anemone seems to be doing just fine, but those pumps are at about 20%, 25%. If I move one or the other to a higher speed, then the anemone is all over the place. And I was really worried about it. Before, I had both pumps in the middle of the tank and going cross flows, but that anemone was actually going to the left, flowing to the left, and he was almost over, his foot was almost completely exposed. So my curiosity is any recommendations on tank flow. I would like to increase the flow of that tank, but I don't want to play around with it too much. Anyway, that goes with that. Here's my skimmer. It's skimming away. A little wet yet, but it's been working fantastic. The only thing I don't like about skimmers so far is whenever you shut it down to clean out the bowl, it seems to have to restart all over again. You have to play with it. I don't know if that's just because this is a relatively new tank or what. Well, here's the right side of the tank, and as you can see, my chocolate starfish is sitting back there. He's going to have to be going pretty soon, only because he likes corals. Another crab we got yesterday. And here's another shot of my frags. It's been suggested that I place the frags where I want to right now, but I'm not too sure about that. I'm not too comfortable with taking them off the plug as yet. I also rearranged the tank, or the stone yesterday, and that's why the top left, or the left stone, is a little on the white side on top. And then we've got a snail on the glass. And that's it for updates, other than the fact that I went to the bottling method. The bottling method consists of 3 components that has all your magnesium, calcium, and iodine built into it. It's more or less like the BRS 2-part method. And it's a mess down there, a little bit cleaner. I did clean some of it up. I moved my Apex display to the side on the door, and being that it's a very long connector, it's just hanging right there. And then, as you can see, my Waveland pump is underneath one of the modules, the ALD, the Advanced Leak Detection module, and there we're going. So anyway, any suggestions on the tank and the water flow? And that's always a thing that I suggest now that I think about it, is when you set it up and before you're cycling, if there's any way you can figure out the water flow patterns. And CJ had an excellent video on it, and I tried his method, and it didn't quite seem to work out too hot. That might be because I have that one rock on the left hand side a little bit too close to the wall, and the water's not flowing around. Anyway, any suggestions and ideas would be much appreciated. And this is an update for the tank. Thank you, and please subscribe.